Okay, so I know why I selected those assignments for you. So I didn't just pick random assignments that you should do, or I didn't just pick a random assignment. So I know the importance of those assignments because it will open your mind to new innovations, and then it will also give you an insight of some technicalities involved in app development. So please and please, as much as you can, please make attempt to answer those assignments. So they are actually 3 in numbers, and I promise I won't give any other assignment throughout the course of this training video. But I just wanted the class to be a bit, I wanted the class to be engaging. I wanted the class to be more and more engaging. That's just the word, engaging. So now we'll move to something else, but please and please, those assignments, they are really important, and it will help you throughout your journey in technology. So that's one thing I would also do. And in case you skip the first part, please and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Zobmi Digi services. So just go to YouTube on your smartphone or on your computer, go to the search icon, and then search for Zobmi Digi services. Then you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that anytime we post brand new video, you will be the first to watch the video. So trust me. So methods of app development, and they have 2 methods involved in app development. Now 2 methods, and I know we are all inquisitive, we are all anxious to see this method, we are all anxious to delve into it and then start creating our mobile application. Now just hold up a little bit, because the journey is just getting started. Now the 2 methods involved are coding method and no code method, or some people call it low code method, because it involves coding but at a beginner level of coding. So it doesn't involve the main core coding, it just involves slightly pinch or slight coding. That's just what I would say, slight coding, but it still involves coding. So for those of us that always shy away from coding, or who always take to our heels whenever coding is mentioned, let me give a brief explanation before we delve into. So whatsoever you want to know about coding is covered in our video So you just go to our channel and then search for coding for beginners. It's a 2-part video that covers a whole lot. It covers the core of coding. Now those are researched videos that covers coding in total. Now one assumption I would like to clear from our mind is you mustn't be a science student to learn how to code. You mustn't have technical knowledge, or you mustn't be a mathematics guru to be efficient in coding. Now these are some assumptions I would like to remove from our mind. Now as long as you can efficiently handle Microsoft Word, now good news, you can actually code effectively as long as you can handle Microsoft Word. Now because those commands you key into Microsoft Word, they are the same commands you key into your text editor while coding. So don't ever tell yourself that you can't attempt coding. Now coding is something you love, something you will grow to love, because it involves problem solving ability. It involves solving problems, because basically coding is all about solving problems, solving attacks, finishing or providing solution to something. That's what coding is. Now the 2 methods involved in website development, before I take our time and explain coding, because it's something I love to explain. Now the two methods are coding method and no code method. Now let me start with the sweetest part for most of you that actually love running away from coding. So let me start with the one you would actually love, no coding. Now, no code mobile app development. Now, okay, this picture was actually I just needed to be creative, so I used this picture. So the thing is, you can actually create a professional looking mobile app without coding. Shocking, right? But welcome to the 21st century where tech is for everybody. Now, when I say everybody, you mustn't necessarily be a programmer with years and years of experience before you create your own mobile app. Now, with the no-code revolution, it's now ushering everyone into the world of tech. Now, we have some platforms that allows you to create mobile app without codes. Now, all that you use their API functionalities, and we all know what API means. If you don't know what API means, another assignment for you: Google what is API. What is an API? Now, this is another fourth assignment for those who haven't heard of API. Now, I won't let the cat out of the bag. I will let you find out yourself. Now, that way you would learn. Now, no code platforms are platforms that allows non-developers or non-programmers to create an app using their API functionality. It could be drag and drop. It could be just building them like building blocks. So it's all depend on the platform. Now, the platforms operate under what is known as content management system, CMS. Now, content management system allows you to create mobile app, website, whatsoever with zero knowledge of coding. And this is where most people rush into. Now, I would mention some platforms I would mention some no code platforms. I will just mention one. The rest will be explained in our practical class that is ongoing on Telegram. Now, after going through this video and you want to get more value, you should subscribe for the practical class. Now, the link to the practical class and the link to make payment and join app creation class will be dropped below, so you can pay and then begin your learning experience. So that's just it. So now the coding method of app creation. I thought we would actually run away from coding today, but we can't run away from it. We actually start with coding. Now, as we all know what coding means, I've explained what coding means countless times. I would explain it again. Excuse me. Now, coding is a set of instructions written to a computer which the computer understands and executes those instructions. And that's basically what coding means. Now, coding is like learning a new language. Now, computer does not understand our human language. So, for you to communicate effectively to the computer, you must translate our human language, which is known as high-level language, to machine language that is usually written in binary 0 and 1. Now, they have so many programming language that is specific to different field. Now, our talk on coding will be limited to app development. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to be specific on what you want to do. Now, you can learn all of them at the same time, but advisably pick one and go for one. Now, these are the 5 main this thing. So I'm just going to mention the core ones, and then I will leave the other ones for anyone to move around. So we have Flutter, we have Kotlin, we have Java. Now Java is specific for Android app. Now if you want to create an Android app, Java is specific for you. Now Kotlin and Flutter, they are all for native app, which is also a kind of app. Now Swift is specifically for iOS app. My Apple brethren, it is for iOS app. Now JavaScript is for web app. Now most web app actually use the same thing as website: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and some other programming language. I hope it's very clear. I hope we are following. I hope we know the definition of what software means, type of softwares. Then the under application softwares, we have mobile application designed to run on mobile devices, which include Android and iOS. Then three types of mobile application: native, hybrid, and web apps. And then we also know what framework means. And we know the programming language associated with various kinds of app. The methods in app development. Now the first thing you would have to select while learning to create an app using coding method is IDE. Now IDEs are softwares developed by developers that gives you an environment where you can write your code, debug your code, and test run your code. Now special shout out to Space Q Technologies. I actually used this picture that belongs to them, so I must give them the due credit. So I special shout out to Space Q Technologies. Now this picture was shoplifted from them, so special shout out to them. So now IDEs are softwares that are developed by developers to provide us with an environment, or provide us with a setup where we can write our code in plain, debug our code, and test run our code. Now I always say that learning coding is like learning a new language, and just like the English language, there are rules and regulations guiding English language. Same rules and regulations are guiding coding, and those rules and regulations are known as syntax. Now for any programming language you are growing, you must be accustomed, or you must be familiar with the syntax in that programming language. Now we have different kind of syntax. They are endless, and there are tons and tons of them, so it's left for you to know those syntax. Now I would mention the IDEs that we have, then I will narrow it down to the two basic ones that you need. Now we have Qt IDE, we have JetBrains, we have Visual Studio, we have Emacs, we have Arduino, we have CP Droid, then we have Xcode. Now Xcode is specific. Xcode is specific for iOS using Swift. Now Xcode is specific to iOS using Swift. Now JetBrains is for Java. Now Visual Studio, you can use it for the other ones. Now there's one that wasn't mentioned here, which is Android Studio. Okay, so that's basically much about IDE. Now I've took my time to explain the function of IDE. I've explained the type of IDE and the programming language that they are particular with. So I've done that. So let's go here. Oh, okay, so that's basically all for mobile app development. That's basically all for mobile app development. So if you so this is just an introductory class on mobile app. So our practical class would cover step by step on how you can create your own mobile app. It's going to create step by step guideline on how you can create your own mobile app. So far so good. We've gotten a little background about mobile application. We've gotten a little knowledge about website, about mobile application, how it's being done, the technicalities involved. Now, now we would look specifically at Flutter, at Kotlin, Java, Java, Swift, and Objective C. Now we would explain how they work. We would explain their uses and some other things that you would really want to know. So just going to be an amazing experience. So all you just have to do is to just join our practical class. It's done on Telegram. Now the link to how you would join our practical class will be given to you at the end of this video. We would tell you how you can go about it and then be part of this wonderful experience. And trust me, if there's one thing I would assure you is value at the end of the practical class. You would create your own mobile app. And remember, I said I would show you some amazing platform that people don't usually know. I'll show you those platforms that allows you to create an app just by dragging and dropping. I will show you those platforms. You can create any app you want, be it e-commerce, hospital, educational apps, whatsoever. And the most amazing part, because I've always been getting this question, the most amazing part is you can also convert your website to a mobile application. Now the practical class is going to be bumper and the fees are affordable. Trust me, it's an affordable. Now our aim is to make sure that we bring tech to your doorstep, to make it as simple can be. Now that's the aim of Zobmi Digi services, and we've been doing this for years. We have our track record, we have our testimonies. Now it's all speak for me. Now there's nothing as fulfilling as hearing my students telling me that they went through this training and they can do this. Now that's the greatest joy I get as an online tutor. Now we've come to the end of mobile app for beginners. Now if you followed us up to this point, now congratulations, because the next step to you becoming an app developer is just a stroll away. Now please and please, for those who have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, if you appreciate the value we've been giving over time, if you appreciate what we've been doing, now you feel you want to be part of what is going on, please and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Zobmi Digi service. Now we promise to constantly bring value to your doorstep. Now that's one guarantee I would guarantee. You quote me anywhere, you can only get this from Zobmi Digi service. So next time, till you see my face again or till you hear my voice, stay safe, stay strong.